This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings. Online at madeformorerealty.com.
We are back with Carrie Sauvé with the AI solution, and we are talking about AI in real estate and how it can help your agents make more money but thereby make you more money. Because if your agent is not using AI, then well, they're quite simply falling behind. The scary thing, though, Carrie, with AI is, where do I start? It's this huge new landscape. And a lot of agents just have paralysis of analysis. They're not sure where to go. What are some quick, easy things that you would recommend an agent who is not using AI, what they can do to kind of get their feet wet?
Okay, so I think the most important thing to do, because I need to point this out, agents come to me now and they say, "Oh, Carrie, I get it. AI is my assistant." And I'm like, oh, you don't get it, because it's not your assistant anymore. It's now smarter than us. It's your advisor.
Oh, man, that's a little scary. That's like, I don't know if I would do the self-driving Tesla cars yet.
So in order to truly make it our advisor and give it all of the information it needs so it can help us to the largest extent, you need to start having conversations with it every single day. So I tell everybody in my community, I'm like, okay, this is a new way of life. I can hand you all the workflows and all the tools, but you're not going to use them. Why? It's a new way of life. It's a new way of doing business that we're not used to. It's like somebody going onto social media for the first time and not being used to documenting their whole life. So they don't do the things. It's the same thing. So first thing I want everybody to do is get one of the LLM apps on their phone. This can be ChatGPT. This can be Gemini. This can be Claude. This can be Grok. Or
it doesn't matter. You really don't care?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And on your lunch break, or the end of the day, you're going to spend 20 minutes and you're going to voice clip it. You're going to tell it through AVM, advanced voice mode.
Which sounds scary, but you're just talking to it. It's just
you're just telling it how your day's going, and like don't feel weird about it, because it'll actually like comment on your day and ask you follow-up questions. But the whole point to this is that if you do this every day for 2 weeks, it's going to start to understand you, start to understand how you work, your personal life. And really, for AI to be able to make any kind of impact on our lives and our business, it really needs to understand you to your core. So that's where everybody needs to start. Okay.
That is such great advice. So like, for example, I am training for an Ironman. I was asked ChatGPT at the beginning of this year, hey, what do I need to do? What are some workouts? Like, how do I build up to this event? And then, I don't know, a couple months later, I asked it something else, just fitness related. And it asked me, oh, would you like this to be catered towards your Ironman training? I did not ask AI to do that. I didn't even know it was going to remember that, because it wasn't in that same thread. But so you're saying everything that you do with that, let's say ChatGPT, that it's cataloging that and it's going to reference that in future responses.
Yeah. So if you were to take that a step further and your initial conversation was, I need some workouts for Ironman, but then maybe you set up an automation or just took it upon yourself every day to be like, hey, this was my day. This is what I got done. I didn't make it to my workout, or my workout sucked, and this is why. If you just had those conversations, now the AI is learning about you, and it's learning about your limitations too. So that it can touch on those. For like, my AI understands that I have like a delegation complex. Like, it reminds me in everything that I do. So I have automation set up. It gives me my tasks every week, but then it'll remind me, like, make sure you get Rika, your assistant, to do this. Like, do not try to do it yourself. We know you're going, like, do you see the value that's coming into this as it gets to know us? It goes far beyond just it knowing about you and your business, because now it can watch for these triggers, right? Through other conversations. It can bring them up in any task that you ask it to do. Well, maybe not. That's not a great idea, because you tend to not reach out to your clients when you should. So maybe we should hire an ISA. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I really
So that
like
would be the
that.
number one. That would
So
be the
just
number one.
so just start engaging with it. Don't even try to implement it in your business. Don't even try to like you know use it necessarily for gain. Just start interacting with it.
Yeah, like I fired somebody on my team a couple months ago, and then I was talking to it about, because I'm building this sales team, and it just said to me, it stopped me, and it said, just remember, you do not want this personality type. It did not work out well. So, do you want me to put together a framework for like the perfect whatever position I was looking for at the time to make sure that we avoid all the mistakes you've made before. Like
Oh,
these
that's
are the
wild.
things, right? And that's when AI becomes an advisor and no longer an assistant. But you have to be having those conversations. And that's why your lunchtime chat or your rush hour traffic, your drive chat on the car on the way home every day is super important because it gets to know your personality. Yeah, it's just it knows what you complain about. Yeah, it's great and it can be really constructive.
I use it a lot for try to be more empathetic, right? To like team members or to clients. Like I'm so
Yeah.
frustrated with them, like how to reply with empathy or how should I reply to this? And it has just started dialing it in. Like it sounds more like me and less like, somebody who is a little over the top with empathy, you know?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
so it's constantly learning. So that's step number one. Just use it. Let's say somebody's been using it now for a couple of months. It's
Hmm.
learned them or they're comfortable with it. They use it to check the weather. They use it to get current events. They use it to craft like messages on cards and things like that. What would be like the next step for that person?
Um, Creating a workflow. So, okay. The first two steps I would recommend, we both know how important systems are in our business. I'm an operations minded person, which is probably why I'm so good at coaching AI and building out these workflows because that's how my brain works. So if you don't, am I right or am I right? If you don't have documented SOPs in your business, you don't have a growing business. Like that's just how it is.
Absolutely.
So maybe if you don't have them currently in your business, maybe we start with the foundation and have ChatGPT grow some systems and some SOPs. If you already have them, ask AI to improve them, make recommendations on how to make them better. And then because doing one thing with AI is great, but I'm a big believer in complete workflows. Why would I do one thing with AI when I can do 30?
Sure.
So now it knows my SOPs and my systems. Now I can ask AI where to plug in AI at each step of these SOPs, where I can automate. And I think that that is where I would start.
That's probably the best answer I've ever heard around that. Because you're right. Agents are so intimidated. They don't want to create the database or they're scared to create their database or they have these generic workflows, but they don't have the SOPs. You can just talk it into the chat and say, hey,
Yeah.
here's what I'm doing. Here's my steps. Create a workflow or create an
Yeah.
SOP.
And then, okay, now I'd like to automate as much of this as possible. Where can I plug in and how can I plug in AI?
Boom.
Like it's so funny because I was on this other radio show about a month ago, and the host asked me, he's like, how do do you use AI or how do you train people? I'm like, I use AI to train people. Like, there's no training anymore in my company. I teach you how to use AI when you come in and you let AI train you because it's going to do a really freaking good job. My assistant it's wonderful watching the evolution. Of course she still has questions, but now she's so used to using it that she just asks it what she doesn't know. If I ask her to build something and she doesn't know how to build it, she doesn't come to me and say, how do I build this? She goes to AI and asks how to build it. If you don't know how to do something, you should be asking your AI.
This might be an embarrassing question to ask, but I need to know the answer. Is there a way to create like a place where all of your company's information is stored so that way your employees can go, hey, what's the answer to this? Or where can I find that?
Okay, so ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude all have a connector feature now. Okay.
I saw that. I connected my Google
Yeah.
Drive and stuff to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So ChatGPT's had it for a while. It finally started working with the launch of ChatGPT 5. Yes. So
Okay.
now you can actually ask ChatGPT if you have those connected, any questions about your Gmail, your Google Drive, anything like that. So that would work if you had a team account because you would attach the drive to the team account. Alternatively, because I've done consulting for a
A
lot of
team
brokers.
account with chat or team account? What do you mean by
Yeah,
team account?
ChatGPT. Yeah.
How do you get it? What's the cost of a team account?
It's like $25 per person on the team account. So
Okay.
that's a little costly. You might want to look into one of the things that I've built for a brokerage is they have their password protected website with all the brokerages training and everything they need to know. Building a chatbot and hosting it on with the knowledge base being everything on the website. So
There you
easy,
go.
right?
What about so I've I'm really interested in figuring out a way to implement chat in a way or AI in a way that helps the clients because they're always like, well, what does this mean? What's the next step? Do you have any tips on that?
Yes, this is my favorite topic. Okay.
Let's talk about it when we come back from the break. Let's talk about your favorite topic back after this.
My wife and I, we have a favorite sushi restaurant we go to on a regular basis. We love it. But even though we love this restaurant, we've never taken the time to give them a positive Google review. So imagine how good you must be if you have over 1,000 5-star Google reviews. That's Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty. Don't believe me? Go read them for yourself and check out the rave reviews, the testimonies of people who have worked with Johnny Jennings and Made for More Realty and love their experience. So all you got to do is just Google Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty and get more for your home.